As stated in a recent post on Timothée Chalamet's Instagram page, the filming for Dune Part 2 has finally come to a close, which is good news for the fans of the classic science fiction universe. In today's video, we'll be talking about Dune 2, finally wrapping production, and the behind-the-scenes images that were shared, along with everything you need to know about the upcoming sequel. Stay tuned for all of this. First, Dune Part 2 wraps filming. While Chalamet's Instagram post didn't reveal any new details about the sequel, it does indicate that post-production will begin for the picture, and that it will continue to feature the distinctive desert landscape that fans of the first film fell in love with. Next November's planned sequel, which will act as a direct continuation of the previous movie, will be based on the second half of Frank Herbert's original 1965 novel. Since the movie won't be released for another year and a half, fans still have plenty of time to build anticipation. Along with several actors from the previous movie, including Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Javier Bardem, and Dave Bautista, Denis Villeneuve returns to the director's chair. The sequel will also introduce a number of fresh faces to the franchise, including Austin Butler as Feyd-Rautha, Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan, and Christopher Walken as Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV. Villeneuve has previously claimed that the follow-up will build on the premise of the original, with a larger emphasis on cinematic action, despite the scarcity of information about the film. Dune: The Sisterhood, a television spin-off that will concentrate on Bene Gesserit's origins, as well as the eventual publication of its widely anticipated sequel, are both in the works. Indira Varma, Shirley Henderson, and Emily Watson will all appear in the series, along with numerous other performers. The next few years will be filled with projects based on Herbert's groundbreaking universe, so fans will have a lot to look forward to. Next, Timothée Chalamet speaks highly of Zendaya's Dune 2 performance and role. For her part and performance in Dune Part 2, Timothée Chalamet is all praise. In the opening act of Denis Villeneuve's adaptation of Frank Herbert's groundbreaking 1965 science fiction book, Chalamet played Paul Atreides, the ducal heir of House Atreides, whose noble family is drawn into a battle for the deadly and hostile desert planet Arrakis, and who has dreams of a mysterious young Fremen named Cheney, played by Zendaya. For Dune Part 2, which is now in production, Chalamet and Zendaya both made a comeback. Chalamet discusses Dune Part 2 in an interview he recently gave to Variety to promote his upcoming cannibal romance, Bones and All. The Paul Atreides actor is particularly appreciative of Zendaya, who has a considerably larger role in the follow-up and gives a wonderful and great performance, according to Chalamet. He said it's astonishing that she hasn't finished rapping. She is bringing more of the same fantastic things that she brought to the first one. She has actually developed into a sister. I'm extremely appreciative to her as a friend, sister, and partner. Lastly, Dune 2 must develop one vital aspect Dune ignored. The Guild Navigators, a crucial component of the Dune universe, will need to play a significant role in Dune Part 2 if it hopes to do justice to the source material. The Spacing Guild and the significance of the spice melange are two topics that Dune goes into great detail about, but in Dune, the Guild Navigators are barely referenced and never actually seen. Dune Part 2 will need to make up for the Guild Navigators' incomplete introduction because they are crucial to Paul Atreides' plot and the cosmos as a whole. The Guild Navigators are the most essential component of interplanetary travel, and the entire process will need to be fully explained. For the audience to properly comprehend the significance of spice, Dune Part 2 must prominently feature the Guild Navigators. Guild Navigators are crucial because, as a result of their prolonged contact with spice, they super-evolve and develop the capacity to securely plot courses through the stars. Interstellar travel, a crucial component to the story in Dune and Dune Part 2, would not be possible without the Guild Navigators. The new Dune 2 cast members don't appear to be Guild Navigators, but that's probably because they won't be played by well-known actors and will instead rely primarily on CGI for their appearance. Now let's talk about all the behind-the-scenes looks that have been shared. First, Timothée Chalamet celebrates the end of Dune 2 filming in a new BTS photo. Timothée Chalamet released a brand new behind-the-scenes image to commemorate the completion of Dune Part 2 filming. Warner Bros. Discovery offered Denis Villeneuve the chance to make a sequel as a result of Dune's commercial and critical success in 2021. For the film adaptation, Villeneuve divided Frank Herbert's book into two parts. As a result, Dune 2 will once again follow Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides and carry on his journey after he meets the Fremen in the deserts of Arrakis. Dune 2's official completion as a production has finally been announced. To celebrate the completion of filming for Dune 2, Chalamet posted a very youthful selfie of himself with his real-life father from the desert set. Although Chalamet is not seen as Paul Atreides, the desert set where the sequel would be filmed is hinted at in the backdrop. In November, Dune 2 began filming in Abu Dhabi. However, it's not clear if that's where Chalamet's picture's from. Next, Zendaya shares a stunning photo of an Arrakis sunset from the Dune 2 set. As Dune Part 2 filming comes to an end, Zendaya posts a picture of a stunning Arrakis sunset taken on the set. Dune, directed by Denis Villeneuve and based on the best-selling science fiction books by author Frank Herbert, was released last year. It tells the tale of Paul Atreides, Timothée Chalamet, who visits the desert planet of Arrakis in order to acquire the galaxy's most precious resource. Both spectators and critics gave the movie high marks, and Warner Brothers, soon after its debut, revealed that a sequel was in the works. Zendaya's Chani is anticipated to play a considerably bigger part in Dune Part 2, which has also welcomed a number of new cast members, including Florence Pugh, Austin Butler, Christopher Walken, and Léa Seydoux. Zendaya recently shared a breathtaking image from the Dune Part 2 Arrakis set on her Instagram story. She doesn't mention the location, but Abu Dhabi served as the location for many of the Fremen scenes in the first Dune movie, and it was previously announced that Dune Part 2 would also be produced there. In addition to describing the stunning set, Zendaya also addresses her recent social media silence and assures her fans that she is diligently working behind the scenes. Lastly, Dave Bautista prepares for Dune 2 filming in new BTS images. Dune 2 started filming early this summer. However, it has since been discovered that Bautista reported for duty late, shaving his beard in preparation for Dune 2 filming. The Guardians of the Galaxy actor posted pictures and videos on Instagram. In the first film, Bautista played Glossu Rabban Harkonnen, and his current appearance, which is clean-shaven, is identical. It appears that the production was able to continue for about a month before Bautista was required, given that Dune 2 began filming in July 2022. The majority of the sequel will be devoted to Paul and Lady Jessica's interactions with Chani and the Fremen on Arrakis as they prepare to revolt. The other side of Dune 2's tale, which will entail House Harkonnen reclaiming control of Arrakis, should include Bautista's Glossu Rabban Harkonnen. Some viewers were upset by Bautista's minor involvement in Dune, but now that he's back on set filming Dune 2, the follow-up shouldn't make the same mistake. In the Harkonnen tale, after they reclaim Arrakis, Rabban plays a significant role in Frank Herbert's novel. This should entail demonstrating to viewers just how brutal a leader Bautista's character is, as House Harkonnen's influence grows in Dune 2. Now let's take a look about all that we know about the upcoming sequel. First, what will happen in Dune Part 2? The second half of Frank Herbert's book, or more precisely, the final third, will be adapted for Dune Part 2. Paul Atreides and his mother Jessica are now working with the Fremen after the tragic defeat of the majority of House Atreides soldiers on Arrakis and the passing of Duke Leto Atreides, Duncan Idaho, and Dr. Kynes. They are now engaged in a brand new adventure where they are learning about the dangerous planet through the eyes of the locals and hatching plans to deprive House Harkonnen of what rightly belongs to the Atreides family. Naturally, there is more to the Dune novel, especially since Emperor Shaddam IV makes an appearance. So director Denis Villeneuve and screenwriter John Spates had more than enough characters and plot strands to create a sequel that's as equally dense as its predecessor. There is plenty of room to create more engrossing action sequences and deeper character development, because the novel also makes a few time leaps and skims over a few action-packed beats. As an opponent with lofty goals, Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen, played by Elvis star Austin Butler, Princess Arulin Carino, played by Florence Pugh, Emperor Shaddam IV, played by Christopher Walken, and Lady Margot, a Bene Gesserit with a crucial purpose, are among the new characters. After that, the director, writers, and crew working on the sequel. Denis Villeneuve, well known for his work on Arrival and Blade Runner 2049, is directing and writing the ambitious two-part production. The success of Dune Part 2 will determine whether he decides to convert Dune Messiah into a single movie to complete his ideal Dune trilogy. Again, working with him on the project is screenwriter John Spates. Hans Zimmer, a renowned composer, returned for Dune Part 2 after creating and recording a sizable original soundtrack for Part 1. The second chapter of this story also features famed cinematographer Greg Fraser. Other well-known figures returning to the film include editors Joe Walker, Patrice Vermette, Tom Brown, Jacqueline West, and Donald Mowat. The co-producers of Dune Part 2 are Warner Brothers Pictures, Villeneuve Films, and Legendary Pictures, who also hold the global distribution rights. Producers include Denis Villeneuve, Jessica Durhammer, Tanya LaPointe, Patrick McCormick, Mary Parent, and Cale Boyder. We can't wait to see what happens next in this film series, especially given how mind-blowingly good the first part was. That's a wrap for this video. Are you as enthusiastic about the sequel as we are? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.